Let's take a look at reading labels, cups, syringes, and IV bags. Here's some example labels that I pulled off. This is for aldactone, if I'm saying that correctly. Now, I'm not even sure if I can say the generic form of that, but that would be our trade name. Manufacturer is Pfizer. Generic is spironolactone, if I'm saying that correctly. Again, that's probably kind of iffy. National Drug Code. Let's see if I can see that on here. There it is. NDC 00251031-31. Sometimes they have a lot number on there. I'm not sure if I can actually spot the lot number on this. I'm not saying it, but this is placed on a label prior to shipping to identify the lot. So this example, unless it's one of these numbers I'm not recognizing, again, probably isn't on there. That way, if they recall a lot, then you can know which ones need to be recalled instead of recalling every bit of the medicine. Drug form, well, this is in tablets, it says. Dosage strength, 100 milligrams. Looks like the usual adult dose. I'm just reading this through the book, the different things that might be on here. Doesn't say. It says dosage and use, see accompanying prescribing information. So it doesn't look like it's actually on the label. Total number of the items in the container is 100 tablets. Prescription warning. Don't see one. Probably in the prescribing information, if I had to guess. Expiration date probably is not on here because this is just a generic one that I pulled off the internet. So, just different items you can find on them. Some of them are easier to find than others. Ciprofloxacin, opiates, who knows. This looks like lot number sample, NDC number. Falcon Pharmaceutical, that's not one I usually see. Lot number sample, keep out of reach children. 4 eyes. So just getting an example. The ones in the book are pretty straightforward and being able to pick information off of it, but that's probably the challenging part, is to read through this and understand what you need to pull off of it. Because depending upon what you're going to be doing with it, whether you're doing IVs or just giving tablets or whatever, you have to understand this. We've seen this before. 2 mcg, micrograms per milliliter. This is probably IV, if I had to guess. I'm not that big on medicine. Anyway, just 3 examples I pulled. Now, where did I get those from? Okay, let me do this, and I'll have this link out there so you can go to these websites. If I click that, this is where you can download drug labels. And I downloaded the daily update right here, and so forth. And you can download all of them. Usually a pretty big file. I'm guessing that's monthly updates. It's been a while since I've downloaded all of them. You can see this is a 570 megabyte file. That's pretty huge. Full releases. Human prescription labels. 3 gigabyte. DM Special SPL. What's that? I don't know what that stands for. Release Human RX Part 1, Part 2. I'm guessing these two together are probably all the labels. You can also search for items here. If I put in this. This is one I took when I was sick recently. I found it out here by Sunrise Pharmaceutical. If I click that, it comes up, and you can get to see the drug label. So these these aren't like copyrighted to the book or anything. I mean, they're all out here where you can go and look at them and so forth. Tells you all the different information about it, its strength. This stuff was excellent for helping me clear up my chest. I was having a little bit of trouble breathing, coughing type of deal, and took this stuff, and I'm a believer. Then they give you a link for it. Here's dosage administration. Now, some of this is over the counter, so there isn't very much, but there's a lot of other information out here for once. Let's see, arthritis medicine. What's a good arthritis medicine? Well, let me do LOP or something like that. I don't know. Trying to remember what my dad used to take for blood pressure. Can't even say it, but let me click that one. Not sure what it is. Suicide and antidepressant drug. Okay. Shows you the chemical makeup here. If you're going into pharmacy, then this may be meaningful to you. A lot of information here. Suicide risk, precautions, pregnancy, nursing mothers. I was looking for the label. There it is. There's our label. Packaged by lot number. They actually put a lot number here, so they must have took an actual one they had and put it out there. If I had to guess, it tells you more information. So tons of information you can find out there. And that's Daily Med. I suppose if you just Googled it, Daily Med, and you'd find it. Oh, and here's I have the main website, Daily Med. Besides just drug labels, there's other information you can find out here about drug. You can find recalls. Well, I thought you could find recalls, but I'm not really seeing it. Notify of updates. I suppose if you want to get notified about updates, I don't see it here. I must be thinking of something else. Clinical trials. There's FTC probably is where I'm thinking of. The FTC has I'll try to go here after go here. So GUI, I can't remember the name of it. Low trim Xanax. And obviously it's not that. Let me do a list. Unknown word, Xanax might be. Choose that one. Okay. You can come out here and see studies that you're doing. How do they get this stuff approved? Well, you can come out here, and the ones that says has results are ones you can actually read. So let me click that one. Tells you what type of study and so forth. This is why if you go on to a four-year college, they want you to take statistics, so you can read through this in some of your research classes and understand what in the world they're saying. Understand what a placebo is. So most people understand that. When they say mean, plus or minus standard deviation, you know what that entails. And they sometimes show the results. I have no clue what I'm looking at, so I'm not going to try to. You have to actually understand what some of these words mean to be able to interpret the study. So let me try to go to FTC. The FDA? FDA. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, and drugs. And here you see drug approvals and databases, drug safety, tons of different items you can find about about drug labels and researching it and so forth. Now, next thing I talk about in this section, besides just having you read the labels, is to read the following medicine cups. Now, these are the practice on page 173, and let me look in the back and see whether what they're putting it in, milliliters or what. So this is Unit 9. Unit 9. Here we go. Oh, they're putting in both. Like this first one here, you see it's 2 teaspoons, or it's approximately 10 milliliters. It's a little bit shy of it. See, that's a little bit lower than that. Then this third one, the other ones are even ones, but the odd ones are in the back of the book, so I'm not giving anything away but putting them out on the internet. See, this is 30 milliliters, or 2 tablespoons, so that's how much is in that. Now here's a syringe, and read how much cc's is in it. This looks like it's exactly at 0.8, so that's 0.8 cc's. Now I get here. Now here's 0.3 and here's 0.4, and that looks exactly in the middle. If I counted these little tick marks, there would be 5 of them, so this is 0.35 cc's. Now in this one, 1, 2, 3, so this is 5, here's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these go by 2s. This would be 5.2, 5.4, 5.6. This is 5.8. So that's 5.8 milliliters. Now the IV bags in here are wrong in the book, so don't get really upset about it. I just want to mention how to read it. Talks about the infused amount, the amount that you've given. Now it starts up here when the bag is full, then it's 0. You haven't given any. But when it goes down like that, then you've given 8.5, whatever this represents. Now, if you're looking at this up in the back of the book, they'll refer to milliliters. So they got the wrong pictures for the answers in the back. Now, the remaining to be infused, well, that depends on how big this bag is. If it's 10, though I'd guess it's probably more like 11, and you've infused 8.5, then you just subtract 8.5 from your total. This one here, that's 9 that's been infused. How much is remaining? It depends upon how much the bag holds. Again, I'm guessing it maybe holds 10, maybe 11, but let's say 10. That means there's one more volume to be infused. And that would be the end of that unit. It's a fairly short unit. So let me go ahead and stop the recorder.